So what inspired you to write this article?
So I've been working in corporate America for over 20 years, but coaching for the past 12 years. And all of the tactics that I've written about in this article are something that I've encountered with every client I've had, from entry-level, middle management to executive. These are really important, and they cross all industries as well.
What do you mean by universal translation?
So the term universal translator just means the ability to communicate with anyone that you encounter. So for example, if you're in the finance department and you're having to talk to a cross-functional team from marketing, research, what have you, you're able to understand who your audience is, step outside of yourself and your own agenda, and translate things into terms that they'll understand and resonate with them.
And you reference a coffee cup in your article. What does this mean?
So the reference to the coffee cup is something that I talk about a lot with my clients, and that's really the whole idea that once you do take yourself out of your own agenda and what you have to say, and you think about your audience, you have to realize that people only have the capacity to hear a coffee cup's worth of content. So you really have to think clearly and concisely about what you want to say and make sure you use those words wisely. Otherwise, you're going to just completely lose them.
You talk about meeting before the meeting. What do you mean by this?
So all of us spend so much time throughout the day in meetings, going from meeting to meeting, and really, spend most of our career, 90% of our career, in meetings. But oftentimes, you get into those meetings and you can be derailed if people don't really understand what you're talking about or understand the full agenda. So what I mean by that is to actually meet with people ahead of time, figure out who are the most important people that need to be at that meeting, that you need to influence, set up time with them ahead of time, and really answer questions in a one-on-one fashion so that there's no surprises in the meeting. I've seen too many people get derailed when they walk into a meeting if they don't do this. So it's time well spent.
What do you mean by stop, ask, and listen?
Stop, ask, and listen means never be the first person to talk. No matter who you're trying to influence, who you're trying to talk to, the best advice I give anyone is stop and listen to them. Ask a probing question so you understand what their perspective is, and then listen to what they have to say. Don't just spew out what your agenda is. Once you do listen to them, you're able to customize an answer and really be much more articulate about trying to help them and influence them.
So why did you stop leading teams in corporate America and become a coach?
I really felt, I started coaching in 2004, and while I enjoyed leading teams and running businesses, I feel that I can reach more people through coaching. And so, I've coached over 200 people at this point over the past 12 years, and just feel that I have a bigger impact as a coach than I did as a leader. And it's really my passion. So that's really the reason, and I'm happy I did it.